I warmly welcome you to today's episode of Lettercast by BigSis. I'm still your host, BigSis. Today's Lettercast is all about the power of saying no. Hello, my dear teenagers and young adults. I'm so happy you're here. Find a quiet place, get comfortable, and let me share today's letter with you. Quick question to ask you. When was the last time you wanted to say no, but instead you said yes because you didn't want people to think you were boring, weird, or different? Maybe your friends wanted you to go somewhere you knew you shouldn't. Maybe everyone was laughing at someone and you joined in even though it didn't feel right. Maybe you agreed to something simply because you didn't want to be left out. If that has happened to you, you're not alone. Almost every teenager knows what it feels like to be pulled in two different directions. One voice says, just fit in. The other quietly whispers, this isn't who you are. The difficult part is deciding which voice you'll listen to. The truth is that saying no is one of the strongest things you'll ever learn to do. People often think strength is about being loud, fearless, or always taking risks, but sometimes real strength is quietly saying, no, thank you. No to choices that don't match your values. No to friendships that pressure you to become someone you're not. No to habits that steal your peace. No to anything that pulls you away from the person God is shaping you to become. I know saying no isn't easy. Sometimes it costs you invitations, popularity, even friendships. But hear me carefully. Anything that requires you to lose yourself just to keep it was never worth keeping. God never created you to copy everyone else. He created you with your own personality, your own gifts, and your own purpose. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 reminds us not to copy the behavior and customs of this world, but to let God transform us by changing the way we think. That verse has always reminded me that standing out is not something to fear. Sometimes standing out is exactly where God wants you. Think about Daniel in the Bible. Everyone else chose one path, Daniel chose another. He remained faithful to God even when it wasn't popular. He could have blended in, he could have followed the crowd. Instead, he chose obedience. And because of that, God used his life in incredible ways. Maybe your situation isn't as dramatic. Maybe it's simply deciding not to cheat on a test. Maybe it's choosing kindness when everyone else is gossiping. Maybe it's refusing to send a picture you know you'll regret later. Those moments matter more than you realize. Character isn't built during the easy moments, it's built during the difficult decisions nobody else sees. Here's something I hope you'll remember. Every time you say no to the wrong thing, you're saying yes to something better. You're saying yes to your future, yes to your peace, yes to your confidence, yes to God's plan. People may not always understand your choices. That's okay. Not everyone has to understand your purpose. Sometimes they'll laugh, sometimes they'll question you, sometimes they'll even leave. But the right people will respect you because you respected yourself first. If you're struggling today, ask God for courage, not courage to impress people, courage to honor Him. Because when you stand with God, you'll never stand alone. So here's your challenge this week. The next time you're pressured to do something that doesn't sit right with your heart, pause before answering. Take a breath, remember who you are. Then choose the answer you'll still be proud of tomorrow. You don't have to become someone else to belong. You already belong to God, and that is more than enough. I pray the Lord grant you strength to stick to your no when necessary. Thank you for listening to Lettercast by Big Sis. If this letter encouraged you, subscribe to the channel, share with someone who needs to hear this, and become part of our growing family. Then visit lyfteenhub.com for more faith-filled letters written just for teenagers. Until next time, remember that your strongest word might only have two letters, N-O. And sometimes that little word protects the biggest dreams. I
Come, let's build our future together at Lyfteen Hub.